Let me ask you something strange. What if I told you that New York, the world's most iconic city, was built with one goal in mind: cars, cash, and chaos? While halfway across the globe, Barcelona is flipping the entire concept of city life on its head, banning cars from neighborhoods and turning traffic lanes into playgrounds. Two cities, two visions, one question: which one actually got it right? Welcome to the battle of the century. New York grid versus Barcelona Superblocks. A street fight for the future of how we live. Let's rewind to the early 1800s. Manhattan was still a scrappy, growing city clinging to the southern tip of the island. Streets were chaotic, winding, and inconsistent. So in 1811, the city's leaders proposed something radical: the Commissioner's Plan. It was one of the boldest urban design decisions in American history. The idea: a rigid, rectangular street grid, 12 north-south avenues, 155 east-west streets, no curves, no nature, no distractions. The goal wasn't beauty, it was order, efficiency, profit. Land could now be easily divided, bought, and sold like a product. The city became a real estate machine, and it worked spectacularly. Developers didn't need to wait for winding roads or topography. They could build straight up, fast. The grid encouraged density, expansion, and speculation. It was a blank canvas for capitalism. As New York grew, the grid allowed it to absorb more people, more cars, and more ambition. But it came at a cost. The system ignored the natural geography of the island, flattening hills, burying streams, and slicing through communities. Parks were an afterthought. The only major green space, Central Park, wasn't even in the original plan. Streets prioritized speed and vehicles over serenity and social connection. In short, the New York grid was a machine for growth, not a blueprint for livability. Now shift to Barcelona, 1859. The city is choking inside its medieval walls. Dense, dark, overcrowded, a breeding ground for disease and inequality. Spain's government commissions a brilliant engineer, Ildefons Cerda, to redesign the future. And Cerda doesn't just draft a city plan, he writes a manifesto. His vision: a scientifically organized, socially just and health-oriented city. The result was the Example, pronounced Eixample, which means expansion in Catalan. Cerda's grid looked simple, but it was revolutionary. Each block was large and open on all four sides, with wide avenues, lush green space, and chamfered corners that let sunlight pour in. He calculated airflow to fight pollution. He even planned for schools, markets, and hospitals within walking distance of every home. In his eyes, every person, rich or poor, deserved access to clean air, light, and mobility. But the dream didn't last. As Barcelona industrialized, cars flooded the streets, the elegant courtyards filled with buildings, sidewalks shrank. Cerda's idealistic city was slowly suffocated by traffic and density. His people-first grid became car-first, just like everywhere else. Then, more than a century later, Barcelona took a brave step. In the 2010s, the city launched a bold new urban experiment, the Superblock. Inspired by Cerda's original values, the Superblock reclaims 9 traditional blocks and restricts car traffic inside them. Vehicles are rerouted to the perimeter, and speed is limited to walking pace. What used to be intersections now become gardens, playgrounds, and public plazas. Roads become quiet, air becomes cleaner, people walk, cycle, and gather in ways modern cities rarely allow. In a way, it's not a new idea. It's a revival, a return to Cerda's original dream of a city built for humans, not machines. Take a walk down Fifth Avenue and you'll feel it instantly. Motion. Everything moves fast. Cars, buses, bikes, people. The streets are laser straight, slicing the city into high-speed corridors. That was the plan. The New York grid wasn't just about development, it created the perfect stage for car traffic. Wide avenues like 6th and 7th became urban freeways. Taxis zip down them, buses weave through, delivery vans double park, and cyclists squeeze between moving traffic and open doors. And pedestrians, they're in a constant battle. Every crosswalk is a negotiation. You don't walk the streets of Manhattan, you survive them. But here's the twist. The grid that was supposed to make things flow actually makes them jam. Why? Because when every street is a straight line with an equal priority, traffic has nowhere to breathe. Gridlock isn't a bug. It's baked into the system. Cars block intersections. Buses get stuck behind delivery trucks. and even emergency vehicles can't get through. New York's traffic is among the worst in the US. Drivers spend over 100 hours a year stuck in traffic. Air quality suffers, horns never stop. And stress? It's sky high. This isn't a street system, it's a stress system. Now imagine this, you step into a neighborhood in central Barcelona, and something feels weirdly peaceful. You hear birds, laughter, distant cafe music. You look around, and there are no cars. You've just entered a superblock. This isn't science fiction, it's one of the boldest traffic reforms in Europe. The idea? Take a 3x3 grid of city blocks and ban through traffic inside. The outer perimeter still allows cars, but once you're inside, they crawl at 10 kilometers per h or less. No honking, no racing, just walking, biking, playing. What used to be intersections are now microparks. Outdoor seating, basketball courts, urban gardens. Kids ride scooters across crosswalks that no longer serve cars. And neighbors, they don't just pass each other, they know each other. This wasn't just about cutting traffic, it was about reclaiming space. Think about this. In most cities, up to 60–70% of public space is given to cars. Not parks, not people, just cars. Barcelona flipped that script. In a superblock, the majority of public space returns to humans. And it's working. Noise pollution dropped by 30%. Air quality improved dramatically. Accidents plummeted. Foot traffic to local businesses went up. It turns out people don't just tolerate cities with fewer cars, they thrive in them. New York's traffic design mirrors its culture. Fast, ambitious, and unforgiving. Barcelona's superblocks mirror theirs, calm, communal, and deeply human. But here's the deeper question. Should streets be made for cars to pass through, or for people to live in? Because once you ask that, everything changes. New York represents the logic of motion. Barcelona represents the logic of emotion. And the traffic design of a city tells you a lot more than how people move. It tells you how much they matter. Let's talk ambition. New York City is a global heavyweight. Finance, media, tech, fashion. It's the HQ of everything. Skyscrapers stretch into the clouds, and below them, deliveries, meetings, and deals never stop. The city was built for hustle. Businesses thrive on density. Every block is packed with opportunity and pressure. Need to get a product to market fast? NYC can do it. Want to network with investors, media, or the next unicorn startup? You'll find them within a few subway stops. But with that ambition comes burnout, long hours, long commutes, a work culture that rarely slows down. Meanwhile, Barcelona takes a different route. Superblocks are home to small is beautiful businesses. Cafes, bookstores, startups, freelancers. The slower pace and walkable layout encourage people to shop locally, meet for coffee, and build relationships. You won't find as many towering offices, but you will find creativity, work-life balance, and entrepreneurial freedom. Who wins? New York dominates for global reach and scale. Barcelona leads in livability, localism, and human-focused commerce. This is where the differences really hit home. New York can be magical for kids, museums, Broadway, Central Park, but that magic often comes with danger. Sidewalks are crowded, traffic is intense, school quality can swing dramatically based on your postcode, and for most families, playing outside means going to a park blocks away and crossing several busy streets to get there. Contrast that with Barcelona's superblocks, where streets are playgrounds. Kids ride bikes, draw chalk on former intersections, and chase each other through public squares. It's not just allowed, it's encouraged. Schools are walkable, neighbors know each other. The city feels like a safe village wrapped inside a metropolis. It's not just about play, it's about freedom. Kids gain independence, parents gain peace of mind. Who wins? Barcelona, by a landslide. It offers what modern families are desperately seeking: safety, simplicity, and a sense of community. You've probably heard the horror stories. In New York, rent can eat half your income, sometimes more. Childcare costs thousands per month. Groceries and transit are expensive. And while salaries can be high, the cost of just existing is often higher. In Barcelona, life is cheaper. Rent, healthcare, even food. But here's the trade-off. Salaries are lower too, especially in tech and high-income sectors. The upside? You're not spending your life paying off medical debt or competing in a housing war. The financial difference isn't just numbers, it's mindset. New York rewards ambition but penalizes poverty. Barcelona offers stability, even on a modest income. Who wins? Barcelona for affordability and balance. New York if you're chasing a high-income, high-stakes lifestyle. In New York, world-class hospitals and museums are everywhere, if you can afford them. Many services are privatized, libraries and parks are excellent, but often overcrowded. Life feels fast-paced, competitive and individualistic. In Barcelona, it's the opposite. Healthcare is universal. Schools, clinics and senior services are built into neighborhoods. There's less flash but more access. People see their neighbors. They share public spaces. They talk. You don't just live next to people, you live with them. Who wins? Barcelona again. Especially if you care about public health, aging in place, or raising a family with community support. Imagine a city built not just for people, but for profit, speed and growth above all else. That's New York. The famous grid wasn't designed as a human-centered system. It was a tool for developers and speculators. Its question wasn't, how can we make a better life? But how can we fit more buildings, more people, more money into this island? This mindset shaped the city's entire culture. It's a place where every inch of land is precious, every moment counts, and success means moving faster and higher. New York is a marvel of capitalism, an electric machine pulsing with ambition and energy. But this relentless growth has a price. Streets are crowded, stress levels soar, and the city often feels exhausting. It's a place where people thrive if they can keep up, but burnout lurks just around the corner. In this philosophy, the city is a factory. People are workers and consumers. The grid is a tool for efficiency, not empathy. Now look at Barcelona's story. The philosophy here is different. It's not about packing in as much as possible, but about quality of life. Barcelona's superblocks didn't emerge from a desire to outbuild or outgrow. They were born from a public health crisis. Smog, pollution and disease choking the city. Climate change is also a huge driver. The city had to rethink, what if streets weren't highways but places to connect? This philosophy is radical. It puts people first. Their health, their communities, their right to clean air and safe streets. It asks, what kind of city do we want to live in? Not just how do we make money? Superblocks slow down cars to human pace, creating spaces for interaction, for nature, for culture. Streets become social living rooms, where neighbors meet and kids play safely. The design embraces climate adaptation, more greenery, less concrete, less heat and better air. It's about healing the city, and the people inside it. What separates these two cities isn't just urban design, it's a clash of values. New York says, grow, expand, compete. Barcelona says, breathe, connect, care. One views the city as a business machine, the other as a living organism. This is why New York's grid feels relentless and overwhelming, while Barcelona's superblocks feel inviting and calm. Both philosophies come with trade-offs. New York offers unmatched opportunity, but at a cost. Barcelona offers peace and community, but less global power. The real question is, can we have both? Can cities grow and thrive without sacrificing humanity? Can the grid and the superblock coexist? Many urbanists believe so. The future could be a hybrid city, grids for movement and commerce, and superblocks for living and leisure. This new philosophy would ask not how fast we build, but how well we live. It depends on who you are. If you want to grind, compete, and be in the center of the world, New York gives you that shot. But if you want to live slowly, breathe deeply and raise a family in peace, Barcelona offers something precious, space to be human. So maybe the real winner is a mix of both. A future where the grid remains, but the superblock thrives inside it. A city that moves fast but doesn't forget to slow down. Now it's your turn. Which one would you live in? The unstoppable energy of New York, or the walkable calm of Barcelona? Drop your answer in the comments below. We're reading every one. And if you love videos about smart cities, design and the future of how we live, hit that like, subscribe and bell icon. Because the way we build cities shapes the way we live. And the next city could be built for you.